I hear nothing except Chain's deep sigh, the sound a bit creepy through his gas mask. Even if it's one of our own, I won't hesitate. I know you won't. You never stray from your goals. I wish I had your resolve. Just then, I hear the door opening. Chain must be leaving. I quickly head for the couch, grabbing my textbook and pretending to write something down. A few seconds later, Kurato returns to the living room. He takes one look at me and smiles mischievously. Hear anything interesting? I knew he knew we heard something. I have no idea what you mean. Kurato sits down beside me, still eyeing me. It's okay. You can drop the innocent act. I would have told you, just to keep you from stressing out about all this. I want to be honest with you. Kurato's a klutz sometimes, but he's sharp. He is an investigator after all. I have nothing else to say, so I simply shrug. You'll be safe with me around. Actually, I'm more worried about missing out on the action. Nope, people like you should stay home. People like me? I mean, regular, untrained people. Just stay at home and don't do anything unnecessary. I flush at his comment. I understand his logic, but he makes it sound as though I would only get in the way. Well, he won't stop me from intervening if anything happens. My answer is no. No! And no! Stop suggesting weird things. Oh, come on, it's just for one night. There is no way we're sharing one room. Go sleep in your own. You eavesdropped on us back there. You heard it getting dangerous. If I'm right beside you, it would be easier too. I pushed Kurato out of the room and slammed the door shut. I'm sure Kurato is just messing around. No guard would ever ask to sleep beside their target. Then again, most guards don't live with their targets in the first place. Why does he need to stay literally right beside me anyway? Is he that bad at his job? It makes him even more suspicious. He himself could be the murderer, for all I know. I feel like this protagonist is kind of dumb. I'm sorry. It's like, I don't know. It's just, it's an MC protagonist. Usually they're kind of ditzy. Feeling tired, I slip into my bed. Right after I close my eyes, I hear a small noise. She gets attacked. Did Kurato stub his foot against the wall or something? After a while, my door creaks open and Kurato sneaks inside. I have not fallen asleep as much time has passed by. I should really get a lock for my door. I had no need for it before, but now that I have someone living with me, I still stay still and listen for his footsteps. When he seems close enough, I grab my pillow and throw it at him. He steps aside in an instant, dodging it easily. There's an innocent expression on his face as he picks up my pillow, throwing it back at me and sits down on the chair in front of my desk. Kurato props his arm against the desk, looking in my direction. Is it okay if I watch you from here? It seems he will persist no matter how many times I reject him. Since this is part of his job, I decide to stop complaining. Fine, do what you want, just don't try anything funny. There's an extra blanket over there if you're cold. I'm good, but thanks. Want me to tuck you in? Sing you a lullaby? Want me to throw you out of the window? Kurato chuckles, my light tone having made it clear that I was kidding. Okay. Sleep well, MeliZ. Kurato shifts in his chair, taking a more comfortable position. He flashes me an instant smile once he is settled. I shift to face away from him, my eyelids heavy, and I quickly fall asleep. I think, I the more that I'm playing this, the more I realize, like, we're like the ones in huge danger. I just don't understand why she doesn't understand. I wake up to a strange noise. I lie still for a time, waiting for the sound to abate, but it doesn't stop after a minute. I sit up, rubbing my eyes before taking a look around. Kurato's chair is empty, and I do not see him anywhere else in the room. Maybe he went to the bathroom. I hear shuffling sounds outside, as if someone is being dragged over the ground. Holy fuck! Seriously, what is Kurato doing this late? Investigate the noise. No, gotta save. Because if I fuck this up, I'm gonna hate myself. Investigate the noise. I'm gonna be the dumb protagonist that goes straight into danger. Curious, I get out of bed and head for the door. I open the door, but see nothing in the darkness. The sound has already stopped, and I cannot see well enough to determine if anything looks suspicious. Kurato, are you here? I wait a moment, but there's no reply. I go to the next room to look for him. Finding it empty, I begin to grow nervous. He said he would guard me tonight. He couldn't have gone out, could he? I called his name again, but only silence answers me. I am about to check downstairs, but before I put a foot on the first step, I hear the shuffling sound again. I hear creaks as though someone is on the stairs. I strain my eyes, curious about the figure that was slowly approaching in the dark. A boy is crawling upstairs with messy hair, a torn shirt, and no legs. That's fucking scary, bruh. Oh no, he's adorable, never mind. It looks like his legs have been chopped off, but from this position, I cannot make it out if it's a real or an illusion. Both of his hands are stained dark red, and there's a trail of blood behind him. I'm saving again because... I don't fucking know. There you go. I can barely believe a person could be this badly injured and still be conscious. Never mind how he got into the house. Of course I have to help him. I kneel down, offering my hand. He is looking down, and I'm not sure if he even saw me. He remains motionless for a few seconds, but then he suddenly grabs my hand. I almost lose my balance from surprise, but quickly catch myself. Hey, are you alright? Help. He answers with a soft moan, then lifts his head up to look at me. His dull eyes gaze into mine, looking a little sad. His face is paler than I expected, almost transparent. I gently pull him up from the stairs and let his body rest against the wall. I notice his wounds are still bleeding. This is too realistic to be a prank. I'll get some bandages. Wait, please don't leave me alone. I stand up, but he quickly grabs my hand before I can take a step. His ice-cold fingers are trembling and his voice sounds weak. He shakes his head and squeezes my hand. I have no choice but to respect his request, despite the pool of blood forming around the stumps of his legs. As I assess his wounds, I realize there's no way he could have entered my house in this state. I pull my hand away and step back from him. Who are you? How did you enter my house? I am a ghost. The boy sighs and averts his eyes. I recall the story Biology told me about the ghost boy, and realize that he looks exactly like the boy in the photo I saw, his legless too, just like the rumors. The realization scares me, and I stumble as I take another step away from him. This is weird, isn't it? I died a long time ago. Now I'm just... Could you possibly be the school ghost? Oh, is that what they call me? I think I am. What are you doing in my house? I was looking for someone who can see me. Not a lot of people can. I need your help. His expression changes to a sad one again. His tone is serious, but I still can't comprehend his existence. It would make more sense if this is a dream. I wonder why I can only see him. How can I help? Please come to school. I'll be waiting for you. The boy smiles before his body vanishes into thin air. I stare at the spot he disappeared from, wondering if I'll wake up from this bizarre nightmare anytime soon. What in the world? I'm so confused! Every trace of him has disappeared, from the blood trail on the floor to the stains on my hand where he touched me. I recall the chill I felt when he touched me. What am I supposed to do? We're going to school! I missed my chance to reject him. If I try now, he might curse me. This might be the worst decision I've ever made, but after a change of clothes, I leave the house. The streets are empty. It occurs to me that I should not be out this late, but I'm already nearly at the school. Despite my misgivings, I am excited and curious to see what awaits me. Surprisingly, the fences are unlocked. There might be people inside. The hallways are lit only from the street lamps outside, but I can still see where I'm going. I have never been here at night. The hallways look creepier than usual. I'm going to call out for the ghost boy, but decide to stay quiet and search for him. I stop to listen, picking up distant sounds of the ghost boy shuffling. The floor ahead of me looks splotched as well, perhaps with blood, but in the dark I cannot be certain. I walk down the hallways and follow the shuffling sound. I find the blood trails on the floor, a clue that the school ghost was here. Guess he found me first. As I step forward, I feel a hand pressed against my mouth and an arm around my waist. Without a moment to react, I am pulled to the nearest classroom. I struggle, trying to break free of my captor's grasp, until I hear a familiar voice whisper in my ear. Relax, it's Kurato. He releases me once I stop struggling. I spin around to confront him, not comfort him, but he presses his index finger to my lips before I can utter a word. I push his hand away from my face but keep quiet, despite the many questions I have for him. While we hid in the classroom, the sound of footsteps echoes through the hallway. Despite the darkness, I can still see a little through the gap between the door and its frame. We both wait patiently until something moves within sight of our hiding place. A pair of disembodied legs shamble down the hallway, pausing at irregular intervals, as though their missing top half is searching for something. Blood drips from the top of each stump, leaving macabre shoe prints with each step. I almost scream in shock, but Kurato lays a hand on my shoulders, reminding me to stay calm. I can hardly breathe as the apparition continues their way down the hall, the soft sound of their shoes echoing in the empty corridor. As the sound grows further and further away, the bloody prints fade from view, until there is no trace of anything was ever there. I wait a full minute after the last echo of its footsteps fades before feeling safe enough to speak. This is what happens when you sneak inside the school at midnight. Then why are you here? Koita lets out a deep sigh. Look, I'll explain, but tell me what you're doing here first. The school ghost appeared at my place and asked me for help, so I decided... Seriously? I might get cursed if I reject his request. Koito shakes his head and lets out another deep sigh. This was a bad idea after all. And where have you been? I thought you were supposed to be guarding me. You're always gone or popping up when I least expect it. Actually, I was after the ghost boy. I was told he would appear at school tonight. I asked Chain to guard you, just in case. I can't believe he didn't stop you from coming here. Still, it's my fault. I'm sorry I left you alone. Really, I'm so sorry. Kurato lowers his voice, almost whispering. His sad eyes look down at me, his expression not what I expected. I decide not to push it any further, since this already feels guilty enough. Anyway, you need to leave, the ghost might come back for you. Before I can reply, we hear a shuffling sound. Kurato grabs my hand and we rush out the classroom. Am I not supposed to meet the ghost boy? I thought we were helping ghost boy. The school's his... Oh my god, the grammar. The school's playground at night. We need to get out of here as soon as possible. Oh, the school's his... Okay, there needs to be a comma. The school's his playground at night. We need to get out of here as soon as possible. You should have just rejected him. Now he's after you. Kurato, slow down. I can't keep up. As soon as the words are out of my mouth, I trip over my own feet, crashing to the floor. Kurato barely has time to turn around before I feel something cold clap onto both of my legs. I let out a small shriek as I'm dragging away at an inhuman speed. Kurato looks at me with a shocked expression, but quickly comes to his senses and chases after me. I try to turn and see who's dragging me, but a sharp turn throws me off balance and I have to scramble to avoid hurting myself. Let me go! Hold on, I'm coming! I grow dizzy because of the many quick turns. It feels like I'm on a roller coaster without a safety harness. I hear Kurato's footsteps echo, but they disappear abruptly, as if he stopped running. I shout his name, but he must be too far away to hear. My captor finally releases me after pulling me into another classroom. My body hurts from being dragged all this way, but I manage to stand up. I dash to the far wall, pinning my back against it. The ghost boy sits in front of me, a regretful look on his face. His appearance still surprises me. How did a legless ghost drag me all the way over here? Ugh, maybe I should stop questioning the supernatural beings. I'm sorry for scaring you. I didn't want anyone to stop us from talking. The boy bows down to apologize. I realize he means no harm, but I still do not understand his actions. You see, my legs are missing. Without them, I'm stuck here. So the story about the school ghost is true. It is hard to believe the infamous ghost is right before my eyes again. I saw your legs a moment ago. Where? It was back in the hallway. They passed by, moving on their own. Could you please help me get them? He looks at me with innocent eyes and presses his lips together. I came all this way to school for him. It would be a waste of effort to turn him down now. After I nod, the boy smiles happily. He crawls up to me and takes my hand into his. I shudder at his cold touch and he releases me. Ah, right. Sometimes I forget that I'm not normal anymore. He looks like he's about to cry, so I reach out and gently pet his head. Honestly, I can't believe I'm comforting a ghost. Thank you. Nobody's ever agreed to help me before. Huh. Actually, it was more like I had no choice. I might be cursed if I don't agree to help you. I can't spread curses. I'm cursed after all. I could have rejected him when I got the chance. Oh dear, what did I get myself into? Well, I'm going to go look for your legs. I'll wait here. I don't think they'll appear if I tag along. I'll be right back. I leave the classroom and start my quest. I wonder why he separated me from Kurato. Is it because Kurato is looking for him? Right now, I have two options. Find Kurato and escape, or help the ghost find his legs. If I try to escape, he might come after me. Though, I don't want that ghost showing up at my house. Whatever, at least this is something new. I might as well help him out. Walking around, I tried to remember where I last saw them. It was around the classroom earlier when I first met up with Kurato. However, it is difficult to be sure where the legs had gone, especially because they don't leave behind a trace. Shortly after, I hear Kurato's voice calling my name. I cannot be happier to bump into him. Kurato, I'm here! Kurato comes running around the corner, stopping short when he sees me and letting out a relieved sigh. Once I reach him, he holds my shoulders as his eyes examine my body. MeliZ, how did you escape in one piece? Kurato sounds worried as his gaze is pinned on me. It was the school ghost. He asked me to find his legs and... Oh. Him. Kurato's expression turns dark and he lets me go. Without a word, he stalks off in the direction I came from. Confused, I go after him. Where are you going? I'm going to exorcise the ghost. What? We had to put him to rest by fulfilling his request. He'll rest after being exorcised. He doesn't seem evil, so why? It's not like he hurt me. MeliZ. Kurato turns to face me, his expression serious. I thought he was upset with me, but he wraps his arms around my body, holding me tight against his chest. Kurato? I do not understand the meaning behind it. I sense warmth and gentleness in his embrace. Even though we only met a short while ago, this feels nostalgic somehow. She has amnesia! Because every single freaking character does. You don't know how scared I was of losing you, MeliZ. I'm so sorry. Is he talking about his jaw guarding me? But his reaction is really over the top if it's just that. Something happened and I lost my memories. It's gonna be that BS, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I can already feel it. I love it. It's not even his fault. I'm the one who decided to come to the school. I gently stroke his back to reassure him. I've been messing around too much. After Kurato pulls away, I feel slightly flustered. There's something I want to tell you, but it'll have to wait. Stay here. I'll be back in a minute. Wait, don't leave me all alone. You'll be fine. I just need to set things right. Trust me. Kurato's serious eyes look into mine. This is a side of him I could not have imagined when we first met. Is he always like this at work, or did he grow dependable when I wasn't looking? He pats my shoulders and then heads off before I can say anything. I cannot help but worry about him. How is he going to deal with a ghost? I didn't even know he could see them. Worried, I go after him. Ow. I hear loud noises like something large and metal striking a wall. Is he trying to exorcise the ghost by throwing a desk at it? I slowly peek around the corner and see Kurata with the ghost boy. Kurata appears to be winning, with the ghost pinned against the wall. I'm not too late. I have to stop Kurata before he hurts him. Why are you doing this? This is for your own good. Your wish will never come true. But why should I believe you? You don't seem to remember me, but back in class 1E, I want to enter the classroom and stop them, but the girl's demeanor suddenly changes. His gaze momentarily falls to the floor, and he pulls himself away from the wall with a jerk. The ghost boy raises his head again, and I flinch back. His eyes have turned to matching black voids, and his mouth is set in a snarl of rage. Kurata tries to pull something out of his pocket, and the ghost boy crawls forward with inhuman speed, grabbing Kurato's arm. I thought the ghost couldn't harm humans, but this boy is definitely trying to hurt Kurato. Ugh, I remember. I remember you! Even in this chaos, Kuroto manages to draw something from his pocket. I cannot exactly understand what he's doing, but I see his lips moving. The ghost boy backs away from him when he notices what is going on. Kuroto throws the object he was holding, a small charm, at the ghost boy. The moment it touches it, he freezes in place. A dark mass surrounds the ghost boy, instantly dissolving him into the mist. His scream echoes after he disappears, eventually fading until there is nothing left of him. I glance over at Kurato. He sinks down on his knees and lets out a deep sigh. Without moving, he suddenly calls my name. MeliZ, you can come out. Did you know I was here all this time? Kurato turns to me and nods. What happened to him? I exorcised him. He's gone. I noticed his message closed. I was worried he was injured, but I cannot see anything but some minor cuts and scratches. I told you to stay back there. I'm sorry. I do not dare to look at Kurato in the eyes, but he does not seem upset. Let's go home. Ah, he's calling it home. On the way back, we walk in silence. I do not understand everything that happened tonight. Starting with the ghost boy that called out to me, to Kurato being at school. I tried to help, but it feels like I was more of a nuisance. Are you okay? I just have a lot on my mind. Right. I still owe you an explanation. You weren't supposed to be there, but oh well. I still can't believe you trusted that ghost. What if he hurt you or forced you to do something terrible? Why wouldn't I help him? Honestly, I was just curious. He was the school ghost, you know. The same one we talked about a couple of days ago. Ghosts like him can't pass on because they have strong unfulfilled desires in this world. I tried to track him down, but he doesn't appear very often. When I heard he might show up tonight, I took a chance. Was it really important to fulfill his wish? His wish could be fulfilled if his legs were reattached to his physical body, but his body was cremated, and his legs were never found. It was an impossible request to begin with. I can't believe he tricked you into helping him. I didn't know. I thought it was an evil ghost. He could have cursed me or haunted me until death. To admit, I'm not fond of ghosts, especially angering them. The ghost is gone, so you don't need to keep beating yourself up about it. Kuta gently pats my head. Yes, he pets it. Yes. I expect him to be upset, but it's the opposite. I troubled him, but he's trying to comfort me. His kindness makes me feel even more guilty. When the ghost screamed at you, what did he mean by "I remember you"? I don't read too much into it. He knows exactly what he meant. I bet you they went to school together. I am 100% certain it's gonna be some kind of bullshit like that they went to school together. I've been after him for a while. Maybe he remembers me. No, you know exactly why. Everyone has damn amnesia. Oh my goodness. How long have you been an exorcist? It's a long story. I have all night. Alright, Well, it's not just ghosts. I just like all soup. I was gonna say soup, like soup. Yeah, whatever. I just can't pronounce words. Supernatural beings. Beans. I'm trying to say beans, and I keep on saying beans. Oh, my fucking... Part of my job is keeping the village safe from creatures like him. I didn't know you could see ghosts. I didn't think you could either. It's because we have a past together, isn't it? At this time, you knew the ghost story was true. What about the other legends from this village? Curious? I wouldn't want to spoil the surprise. You'll figure it out. I'm serious. I'm involved in your mess now. I have a right to know what else might come after me. I think you got it backwards. You're the one dragging me into your messes. Excuse me, but who saved you from sleeping on the streets, You're more of a damsel in distress than I am. Hey, I didn't look badass back there. At least call me a knight or something. By the way, thanks for helping me. It's nothing. Just be careful around supernatural beings next time. Don't trust them, no matter how kind they seem. In the end, they're all the same. Selfish and deceptive. Humans are no different. I trust them more. I'm sure there are more beings in the village hiding in the shadows. Someday I'll take them all out. I know you dislike them, but that's a little extreme, don't you think? I have been able to sense them my entire life. I spent my childhood tormented by creatures. It's only natural how I feel about them. I see, but destroying them won't solve the problem. Yeah, it will! This is my duty. His last words frayed into a whisper. I feel like he has something heavy on his shoulders, beyond his animosity towards them. Kurita returns to his usual smile, and jumps to another topic. You know what's going on at night is dangerous. I should put more security on you next time. Speaking of security, thanks for leaving me unprotected. Shane was supposed to watch you. I don't get why he let you slip out. What the heck was... You left me in the care of a creepy gas mask guy? What a trustworthy guard you are. You should have told me at least. I know. I'm sorry for leaving without saying anything. Shane isn't that bad, though, once you get to know him. In that case, can you switch with Shane? You make him sound more responsible than you are. Not really, but okay. Kurita smiles apologetically and rubs his head. I'll do better next time. Don't kick me out just yet. To be continued? What? That's it? You're gonna to be continued mean right there? End of demo. End of demo. Hi, it is Pillin, the creator of Dark Knights. Thank you for playing the demo of Dark Knights. Please leave a comment about what you think. This project has been developed for more than 4 years. Releasing the demo is a huge milestone. I'm happy that the pieces are coming together. Sorry to the people who have been waiting for so long. I hope you have enjoyed the introduction of the game. There's a lot more to come. Be prepared. Dun dun dun! There's a lot I want to say about development, but I want to keep it short here. One most difficult part of creating the game was art. I have redrawn at least 10 CGs, most backgrounds, and redesigned the whole GUI. I should have kept the art and design for last, but I immediately wanted to bring alive what I visualized. Second, what kept me lingering is writing and programming. Whenever I fix something, new errors pop up. Looking back at the first draft, I had no idea what I wanted to write, where I wanted to go with the story. It took a while to improve my writing. I want to thank my editors and proofreaders for polishing everything up. Anyways, I hope to see you again in the full version of Dark Knights. Alright! So that was Dark Knights. So I'm gonna give my 2 cents about the game. It looks fantastic. The art design and the way the direction it's going with the art in general is fantastic, and it makes you want more out of it. One of the things that I do find that I keep running into in the game is there's a lot of grammatical errors. As someone who was an English major, I kept on seeing them, and it's not even like misspellings. It's more like words repeating themselves, or that could be changed into a different kind of sentence structure, or just a missing period or comma. Just little things like that. Overall, the writing was okay. I like the writing. But I do recommend proofreading a few more times or reading the sentences out loud. Even having a written script, you also have to realize that maybe there's going to be some errors, and the way that you read it on a script isn't going to be the same way that it's read on, like, during the game. Because I felt like a lot of the sentences were very, like, there was too many pauses. A lot of the sentences didn't really make sense. But I feel like there was a lot of, there is a lot of prospect there. Another thing, yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. The grammar thing, the visuals are just beautiful. I see where the story is going for. I'm gonna take the fact that it is the demo. I just think it needs a little better sentence structure, and I think it will be fantastic. Oh, from the, let's see, sketchbook. After completing all endings, but I only did Kurato. And we literally only got 1 CG. That is crazy. And then we got hers. That's beautiful. Like, yeah, the art direction of how this is going, it's fantastic. I only got 1 ending out of 16. That's crazy. But anyways, you guys, I only played this part for the demo. When the full game is out, which I will plan on playing the game, I will play all of the endings. But for now, it's just a demo. I'm just really interested in how this supernatural thing is going to work out. I'm actually really excited. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for being here for Dark Knight's demo. And I'll see you guys in my next video, in my next live stream. If you want to try out the demo and see the other endings, I will put the link to the game in the description. And I'll see you guys in my next video, in my next live stream. Until next time, bye!